podcast dedicated to the lore, legends, and myths surrounding the creatures that may lurk in your backyard. My name's Hewitt.
I'm Chris. How you doing, man?
I'm all right. Been a weird July. We had family come in. The TBA family came in for a reunion,
Which was really fun. We played Blood on the Clock Tower, which was...
Moose is still so ready to play that at a moment notice.
I would play it again. I got really heated playing that.
You did, because everybody kept blaming you as the demon.
Well, the thing is, it's like the first time I was the demon, so I set a precedent right there.
Yeah.
And when I played the demon initially, I was very nonchalant. I was like, whatever, I'm just going to try and be demon-y. And then I had Spence's girlfriend, Dee Dee. I don't know if I should say her name on the podcast or not.
Dee Dee's not her full name. It's a nickname.
Oh, right.
Her parents are like, no, this is just Double D.
And she was like, God bless her. Like, she was like into what she was doing, but she was very obvious with it. To be fair, we were all pretty new to it, so we were kind of feeling it out.
I died the first night, so I didn't get a lot of training in the game.
You see, that was my problem, because I killed you the first night, and everyone was like, it has to be Chris.
Yeah.
He would do something like that. But yeah, Dee Dee was sitting there being obvious. I was sitting there being obvious. And then I think that set a precedent. So me and Dee Dee the entire night were
there
like...
was so much not trust. I think Spence and I were the ones that pulled off the imp the best.
Yeah, like, okay, here's the thing. Like, Spence was sitting there like... He said something very cryptic. Like, if someone tries to hurt me, I'll be fine, or something like that. And he was talking about being the soldier.
Mm-hmm.
And people interpret it that way, and I was like, I don't know what the fuck he's talking about. What does he mean he's going to be fine? That's suspicious. Like, that was my thought. But, like, I didn't go around and, like, talk to people or anything. So people started suspecting me when it was really him. And then it was Ruby and Bosch that were, like, his minions.
The thing that I love is,
and they all fucking tricked Claire.
The thing I love is that, oh, you blaming us because you racist.
Yeah.
And I'm over here going, yeah.
I remember when Frecky, like the first time that she was the imp, or she was like
She was the imp, and then I was the painted lady.
Yeah, and then, like, she pretty much turned everyone against me, and I was like, I am not, you're stupid, fuck you. Yeah, I wasn't like that accusatory, but I was very animated at the time. And
you were. Like, that game I got killed second round again. But when the second time I played, and then I set out the third game because I wanted him to play, is I was the Scarlet Woman. And Claire and I started talking, and Bosch walked back there, and Moose is like, oh, Bosch was like the fortune teller, something like, this is done, evil's done. And I sat there and, like, I knew Claire was the imp.
Yeah,
and then
because
I saw Claire look at me and look at Kyle, and then I was just like, I'm immediately going to pretend I was what I was last round, and that I'm still figuring out the rules. And then I looked at Claire, and I looked at when, like, Bosch Kyle walked down the hallway and turned around, and I looked at her and motioned to him, and she's like, but we couldn't kill him because if he died, the first night after talking to us. And then, like, everybody's like, Claire knew that people were starting to figure out she was the imp, so she killed herself.
Yeah.
Turning me into the imp. And then I played dumb the rest, like, the next two rounds. And
then, like, I remember at the end of that, when y'all won, Claire came up to me and was like, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to gaslight you. I'm like, that's the game, though.
What's funny is that whole game, I was like, hey, go hug the demon. And my daughter would come up and hug you. And then at the end of it, I said, hey, baby, come hug the demon. And she walked up to me. God, that game was fun.
Oh, it was so good. And we had good barbecue. There was a bit of a storm. It was fine. And then,
unfortunately, some of that barbecue is still sitting in the fridge in the shed.
Yikes.
I didn't know pork could mold.
Why didn't you throw that out yet?
Because I don't want to open it, because right now it's Schrodinger's Tupperware. I don't know how terrible it is until I open it and dump it.
Just throw the whole Tupperware.
No, I'm not. That is a Pyrex container.
Throw the whole Tupperware.
You go tell my wife to throw away the Pyrex.
Look, it's either that or open it.
I'll get to it eventually.
Ugh. Anyway, so we finished that night playing Magic the Gathering.
Y'all did. I fell asleep.
Yeah, you fell asleep. Em was sitting there kind of watching us, and then it was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 people playing Commander, which was very fun because I felt really bad because I ended up having an infinite combo throwdown where I just made infinite tokens and infinite counters. So I just had a billion creatures with the billion toughness and power. And it was just, the table was going around trying to hit me with what they have.
Before you onslaughted.
Yeah. And then, like, Nox did I forget what happened. Nox did something which triggered something for Claire, which used my stuff to wipe out the entire table. So she used my own
stuff against you,
which was really cool. That was fun. It actually made me learn something about the game, where it's like an infinite combo isn't an instant win button. It just means like you have an infinite combo, but you still got to go by the rules.
I'll be honest, I almost sat in here and kept watching y'all play, but I know I was falling asleep, and I didn't trust Ruby with a Sharpie in the room and me asleep.
Yeah, it wouldn't have been bad.
I'm teasing.
Like, she was, like, engrossed in trying to play.
Also, I wouldn't have stayed too much longer when I started getting sleepy because y'all were playing Kraken cards.
We were getting tired. Like, we did a second one, and we were pretty dead tired after that.
No, I'm just saying, it's like, like, I'm glad y'all like Magic the Gathering. I personally can no longer stand it.
No, it's fair. Like, because, I mean, you already have enough hobbies, and
it's not just that. It's I've built, sold off, or had destroyed 3 sets of Magic cards, and, like, I'm talking hundreds to maybe over a couple $1,000s worth of Magic cards, and
yeah, my entire approach now, like, you know, at first I was like, oh yeah, it's cool to open packs and it's cool to see what cards there are. And now I'm just like,
just buy what you need.
I'm just going to buy what I need. And
I'm
just going to build the deck I want. And if I can't get the cards automatically, if I need to get like a $50 card, I'm going to get the cheapest version of that card. And I'm just going to get it so I can play. Because I have no use for like a billion Magic cards.
That's fair.
Yeah.
I mean, it's one of those of, I'm very glad my friends have this hobby and y'all are enjoying it.
Yeah.
Be free.
Yeah. Okay. What I would say to anybody that it is considering Magic for any reason, whether it's like any of the universes beyond, which is like Final Fantasy, Spider-Man, Avatar, whatever, or if they're just looking into getting into it, don't buy the packs. Buy singles.
No. It's the best way to do it. However, it also takes a lot of the fun out of it. Because, I mean, to be honest, it's gambling. But
this is what I'll say. If you want to open packs, get with your friends.
Buy a box.
Buy a box and play draft. Everyone gets 6 packs. You still have the fun of opening the packs, but you also have the additional fun of building a deck and playing with your friends with that deck. That is something you can do at pre-releases too. I think that's the best way to open packs.
I mean, my thing with it is just buying the cards that I want online is a very adult way of handling it. It also removes a lot of the fun.
Yeah.
To me, because it takes out like I have to randomly build a deck from the nonsense I get. And here's my 80 billion goblins, asshole. Because you always get goblins, and therefore you build a goblin deck.
And it's very different now depending on what format you're playing. Because Commander's a singleton.
The other reason I don't want to play Magic anymore is I do not wish to give Hasbro.
That is also
like I'm pretty sure the Target bag over there that has a birthday gift for one of our friends' kids has a Hasbro toy in it. Pretty sure.
The way I look at it, and the way I have to look at it for every single like nerdy hobby I've ever done, be it D&D, Warhammer, Magic, is that I might be supporting the company by buying the product, but I'm also supporting the people making it.
This is true,
that's my justification. I know it's not enough for everybody, though.
No, the reason that I don't want to give Hasbro any of my money is I also hate the current business model for Magic the Gathering. And I mean, it's what made Wizards of the Coast, because it is a easy to produce, high profit game. It is. It is not expensive to print the cards in the long run, and you're making money hand over fist.
Yeah. I mean, all the rarity and like the expensive cards it's arbitrary, because they set the amount of cards that are printed, and the price or the value of the card is based on meta. And if that meta changes, the card can sink or shoot up in price. I think, like, what was it? There was a few cards that like shot up in price in previous sets because like a new meta comes out, and then it's that one card is fucking bombing that meta, so everyone wants it.
I also cannot stand that it's like, I think that every 5 weeks they're releasing a new set of cards. Like, it's kind of like my problem with the tail end of 5e, to where we used to get 4 books a year, like from 2014 until about the announcement of the D&D 2024.
Yeah.
That we had about 4 books a year. You had 1 a quarter. Then it became 5 a year.
And then
it got to 6 a year. And when it became 2 a quarter, and I'm not saying like just like a core book. It's like they're releasing all the different adventures.
And supplements.
And it reminded me of the tail end of 3.5.
Where it's just a book.
And the thing is that, like, I've listened to some D&D history things. The reason why in 2nd edition they were producing so damn much, and in 3.0 and 3.5 they were producing so much, is part of the business model. Like with 2nd edition, it was they constantly took out loans from their publisher. So they had to sell so many books to cover the loan.
Right.
Because they got paid up front. It's like, hey, we're going to order 2,000 units.
Right.
And then the publisher paid them. So then they're rushing to produce material to then give to their publisher, so that then they can then get another loan from the publisher, produce the next book. And what eventually came to roost in the late 80s, early 90s was D&D was competing with itself. There's people only buying Dragonlance, people only buying Dark Sun, people only buying Faerun, people only buying Sigil. And that ended up killing their profit, to where the publisher's like, we can't keep paying you in advance because we're not making
money.
And you're having to take out loans from other people to buy back material from us that you then sell at a reduced rate at other stores.
Yeah,
and it kind of flooded, like, okay, one, do I always love having more D&D?
Yeah,
yes.
Yeah. But the thing is, you're flooding the market in a way that, like, eventually people are going to fatigue. It's like the MCU debacle right now.
Yeah.
Like, people are really excited about the new Fantastic Four movie.
It's pretty decent from most reviews I've gotten.
But, like, for the past couple of years, people have felt fatigued by the movies because there was just so much.
Before COVID, we had 4 Marvel movies a year, and that's not sustainable. It's not.
And then they entered into the TV series, which they would have like 2 TV series a year, 4 movies a year. But yeah, I mean, I could see the same thing with Magic, because they've had, let's see, one thing I do like is they released Foundations, which is a long form set that is going to be around for like 5-6 years.
Well, that used to be the edition, like they used to.
Yeah, but they said this is going to be a long form set. It's going to be out, and it's going to be continuously printed for a good while. But they did have what they have. The race car set, Aether Drift, Tarkir Dragonstorm, Final Fantasy. They just released Edge of Eternities. They're going to have Spider-Man, which I have no interest in, and I think Avatar this year. So that's like 7 sets.
It's
a lot.
And a lot of people, if it's not your thing, you won't buy, and that's perfectly fine. But I know how I operate, and that's why I never got into online gaming. is I would have to play
Yeah, you would have to.
every set that came out. And that's just, it's not my jam anymore.
Yeah.
But you know what is my jam?
What's that?
Graveyards.
Well, that's a weird segue.
We didn't have a good segue. Like the last
Well,
episode,
I just like that you're like, graveyards. Yes. Oh, I like to sit out in graveyards in black and white face paint and pontificate on existence.
none of that
And
is
smoke
true.
cigarettes. Listening to The Cure.
I literally said it so we could transition to what this episode is, because the last episode we did, which I don't know if how you're going to put these out in order or not, is the last one we mentioned funerals, and that would have segued into this easier. But have you heard of the Weeping Woman of the Riverview Cemetery?
No, I haven't, but Weeping Woman sounds like a trope.
A little bit. It's not like La Llorona type Weeping Woman, but the Weeping Woman of Riverview Cemetery is in Parkersburg, West Virginia.
Oh, we're all the way in West Virginia.
All the way in West Virginia.
It's not the first time we've been in Appalachia, but...
Not the first time we've been in West Virginia.
What was the other episode?
Snallygaster.
Oh, Snallygaster.
Mostly Maryland, but little dip into West Virginia.
Wasn't the Granny Magic in that?
Granny Magic also is in there.
Okay, yeah.
If we ever do Mothman.
We're going to do... We got to get that sweet ass in here.
Now, Parkersburg, West Virginia is the county seat of Wood County. It is located on the Ohio River as the fourth largest city in West Virginia, with a population of 29,700-ish right now. It was incorporated in 1810, and during the Civil War, it served as a Union medical and supply depot once West Virginia seceded from Virginia because Virginia seceded from the United States. So if anybody ever wants to know, like, why West Virginia exists, is Virginia seceded from the United States, and West Virginia then seceded from the Confederacy and joined the United States.
That is so wild, because today I would say that Virginia is more union-y than West Virginia.
Well, there's a lot of people that don't consider West Virginia or Virginia really the South anymore, and the problem with that is we live in the deep South.
Yeah.
We're in the deep South.
Yeah. No matter how you slice it, like we have jokes around here in Louisiana. Anything north of I-10 is not the South.
Yeah.
But, like, geographically, Louisiana
is pretty darn south.
Yeah.
Now, also, this came, I had to note this because this came from several websites, and this is one of the reasons I get mad at Civil War apologists or Confederacy apologists, is it was the first invasion point into the Confederacy by the Union. It's not an invasion when you go back into your own country to stop rebels from rebelling. It's not an invasion.
They're not like they're not like colonists going into a foreign nation.
Exactly.
They are literally being like, hey, we're trying to tell you not to have slaves, and you're shooting us.
Well,
we're about to shoot you back.
First year of the war. We weren't saying you ain't supposed to have slaves. We're saying you can't just leave the Union.
Oh, yeah. Well, technically, yeah. Getting it, but...
Well, I mean, I'm just saying is slavery became the moral cause of the war quickly. Initially, the whole reason we were fighting is 13 damn states decided to leave, and it's like, you just don't let that happen. And now the reason why did they leave? Slavery. Now, Riverview Cemetery is a 2-acre cemetery.
That's pretty big.
Ringed with a large iron fence.
Old or new acre?
I didn't double check that. I did not see is it ancient or newer acreage. Now, it closed for burial in 2017 with the last person interred being the longtime groundskeeper who had kept the property up for over 40 years.
That's cool. I like that.
Is a collection of large Victorian graves, originally called the Cook Cemetery, named for the family that owned the property. It grew into a larger cemetery as the 1800s went on. It is the resting place of both sides of Stonewall Jackson's family, the Jacksons and the Neals. So Stonewall Jackson, the Confederate general, had family in town. He was not from there. But as small as West Virginia is, it's not hard for a family kind of spread over the area. Now, it's maintained by the Wood County Historic Cemetery and Preservation Fund.
So it's actually like...
It is maintained.
I wish Louisiana would do that with some of the historic cemeteries here.
Some of our cemeteries have that, but not...
I'm talking about a specific one in Baton Rouge, which I actually do think it's gotten funds to be taken care of. But
good.
Last time I saw it, like, they actually had, like, open, broken...
tombs.
Yeah. Which is, not fun.
Now, let me describe the weeping woman. It is
wait. Is she weeping?
Yes.
Okay. Making sure.
Well, there are no tears on the statue, but she is...
Oh, God. Wait, is this like a... is this like a Doctor Who angel situation?
A little bit.
Fuck.
It is a large headstone atop a hill for the Jackson family. The weeping woman is a sad woman leaned over the headstone, one hand out. You can see her eyes. The eyes are super fucking creepy. Because while it's a carved statue, it is almost uncanny valley. It falls into the category of a grotesque to me.
1 second. I'm looking. I want to see this.
Weeping woman of Riverview Cemetery.
Okay, Riverview. Why did I type Cook?
Well, because it was originally the Cook family cemetery before it became the bigger cemetery for the city.
So is this still an active cemetery or is it a historical site?
It, like I said a second ago, in 2017, they closed it for burials after they buried the last groundskeeper.
You did say that, yeah.
It is now a historic site.
Like, my brain, I don't know why I just got rid of that.
Now, she has a weeping veil over her head that goes all the way to her feet.
No, I don't like that.
The statue is very lifelike. She is holding a scroll with the family name on it and also the phrase, "In the silence and to thee."
I don't like that.
Yeah, like the eyes are a little disturbing, right?
Like, the pictures I see, she don't even have eyes.
She got eyes.
Am I... Oh, she do. Oh my God, no.
Yeah, like they're not super realistic, but it's still unsettling, right?
It's like a medieval sort of style. Like, I guess it's like the camera lens's perspective. It's making the hand look really big and the head look very small.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, no.
Now, the headstone was designed for and by Lily Irene Jackson, a local artist.
So she designed her own headstone.
Originally she designed it for the whole family because it's a plot. There's multiple people buried in this section that are all Jacksons.
Okay. So it's like the Jackson plot then.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you, Google, for backing me up on that. Now, let me tell you a little bit about Lily Irene Jackson. Because reading through this, I had to include this woman. She was born to Carrie Jackson and John Jackson Jr. Because he became a judge in West Virginia, appointed by Lincoln.
Oh.
So he became one of the first federal judges in the new state of West Virginia. Her uncle was the governor of West Virginia. They were cousins of Stonewall, but her half of the family did not commit treason.
Okay, so she was cousins to
Stonewall, but her side of the family stayed loyal to the Union and founded West Virginia.
That's wild. Like, I mean, I guess it makes sense. I mean, not every family is gonna like go with.
Well, I mean, the thing about the Civil War is it was brother against brother, father against son kind of stuff that they kept bringing up. Now,
I mean, in today's political climate, like, it starts to make more and more sense.
Now, she went to art school in New York, and she founded the Art Society of Parkersburg in 1890 and was its first president. So we're talking 1890. Woman starts the Art Society and is its first president, and it is a co-ed society.
You go, girl.
She was a member of the Board of Lady Managers of the World's Fair in Chicago and represented West Virginia in its body and presentation at the Chicago World's Fair in the 1890s.
So she was a regular at the World's Fair.
At this one. She was she was one of the managers, and she was a representative of her state. She had artwork displayed at it. One of her pieces sold for $6,000 in the early 1900s, which is $150K today.
Oh, she making bank.
She wrote poetry. Most of her paintings were about dogs and nature.
That's cool.
She designed the headstone for the family plot. She was considered a spinster and was pressured by her family to marry. So eventually she sent out a whole bunch of wedding invitations. When they arrived, she married her dogs. She did not marry her dogs. She got her dogs married. She did a marriage service for both of her dogs.
I was about to be like, that's weird. But I guess you'll do anything not to get married.
Well, here's the thing is, I would also support this woman saying, yeah, I married both my dogs. I'm now a polygamous bestialitist artist living in West Virginia. Fuck you.
Leave me alone.
So yeah, she like the wedding invitation she sent. Her family was always like, the spinster's getting married. Oh my god, she's getting married. They get up there and the dogs are getting married, and I'm like, that. When I read that story, I was like, I have.
And you know, she has the money to make it feel like a legit wedding.
Oh, it was in the paper. She died in 1928 of diabetes-related illness. Might have been a lack of insulin coma that led to death.
What is that? Ketosis? No, ketosis is something different. I guess it depends. Acetosis is what I was thinking.
Now, that's the history and fun facts about the Weeping Woman. So let's talk about the legend of the Weeping Woman. Now, the Weeping Woman is viewed as a protector of the city, so people will often come and leave her offerings on her headstone.
Okay, so you said this statue, the Weeping Woman, was made as like
a marker for the whole family.
So it's not actually a headstone for a particular person.
There are 2 graves located at the foot of it.
Okay.
But if you look at where the foot of the graves are, there are markers for who's there.
Okay.
So it's the headstone for 2 separate graves, but it's marking the plot.
Okay. So people put stuff at the foot of the headstone.
No, they put it on the plinth of it because around the Weeping Woman, there's a rather sizable shelf.
Okay.
So they put it on the top. Now, the most common offerings are coins, flowers, and stones. People do this to get her favor and for good luck. So more or less, you leave her an offering, you make a wish. Very Marie Laveau's tomb here, except for you don't mark an X on it.
You know, we need to actually go into like more of this because I think there's actually more stories where you.
Oh, there's a ton of superstition and ritual scattered throughout the rural areas of our country to where people leave stuff at a grave.
Yeah.
It like nobody wants to say it's necessarily an offering really. But a lot of times people leave an offering to like Meemaw or Peepaw to get some type of.
Well, I mean that I would expect that's where the idea of leaving flowers on a grave.
Now, let me give you some uncommon, unusual offerings to the Weeping Woman. A full-size trumpet.
Oh.
Playing cards with the jokers removed.
Okay, so that's not as strange as a whole trumpet. Like a whole trumpet's like
a unopened $100 bottle of whiskey.
I mean, a ghost got a drink, I guess.
The long-term groundskeeper.
Yeah.
Left 6 offerings and then took the $100 bottle of whiskey, and all I could say is,
so he was like,
there's a $100 bottle of whiskey sitting on the headstone. Somebody's going to steal it.
Okay, let me just do a rule of exchange. This is like alchemy for ghosts.
Exactly. So these are some of the most unusual ones. There are a couple of nastier ones I'm not going to talk about because those people probably got themselves cursed.
I can only... My imagination and...
Suction cup on the bottom of it.
The viewer's imagination can fill in the blanks. We don't need to go into that.
Now, if you come up to her with good intentions, your wish or your favor is to be granted. If you do not have good intentions, it will not, and something bad's going to happen. Now, also something I found weird about this one, I found it in about 3 sources, is women who have been dealing with infertility have come and made an offering and found within 6 months to before the end of the year, they made the offering that they are pregnant.
Oh, that's neat.
So there's a bit of a fertility idol thing here, which that is so old school and so pagan that like
it is so wild. Like how much paganism seeps through our culture. Like as much as there's like a cultural resurgence of like Christian nationalism, and there's always a wave of like evangelical sort of like hardline Christian sentiment that swells in this country. It's so wild that like every now and then they do that. But despite that, yeah, you have a horseshoe up here. Despite that, there's paganism fucking everywhere.
The 2 crosses by my door to the living room or to the driveway are iron or like cast iron crosses. Putting iron near a door, that's an old tradition. Now let's talk about some of the supernatural stuff. So let's run down our list. Mist, orbs, and cold spots near the site.
Okay.
Now, again, this is West Virginia. A cold spot in summer.
Pretty abnormal, but like it. Like I would say that it's like some credence, but like.
But again, it's mist. It's a big cemetery with a lot of grass. There's going to be dew. Mist is going to settle in this area. Orbs, again.
We don't.
No one has seen orbs around the grave with their eyes. It's pictures and there's orbs. I'm like, that's dust.
Mist.
Now, she is reported to touch those she does not like. So if you come up and make an offering that she does not like, or you come up and make an offering with a unpure heart or with malintent, she will trip you. She has undone zippers, undone buttons, ripped clothing, and pulled hair out. Not just tugged your hair.
Oh, she's a petty one. I love it.
One person that reported having their hair pulled had about an inch wide strip of their hair.
Oh, fuck.
With the scalp ripped out. And there's not like there's something around here to grab anything.
Yeah, I mean, I saw the picture of the statue, and it's not...
I mean, there's trees like 15 feet away, but like there's not something that would then...
It's open.
Yeah, it's not going to yank an inch of your scalp off, right?
Ooh.
Now, people have reported her feet shifting or that her fingers are moving. No videos, no pictures, anything like that. Just a whole lot of stories of like, they watch like, after they drop, like a couple people put their offerings down. One finger seemed to be more prominent, pointing towards.
Right.
And if you look at the picture, all 4 fingers.
Yeah, I saw it's like all 4 fingers are over the scroll.
The one that freaks me out is they've reported blinking. In one video I watched, it did look like she blinked, and it was a old analog tape recording. Now, it could still be edited, but one of the,
or it could just be artifacting.
Or it could be artifact error, but it's one of those of, I don't like that.
Like, no, we're not going to do that.
I didn't expect to have Uncanny Valley with a goddamn stone statue today. Okay. A lot of electrical interferences, like several of the YouTube videos I watched, people's cameras started to short out, microphones started shorting out, phones immediately died, going from like 60% to dead. Somebody had a lens from their camera just go boop, like talking like a Nikon type.
Yeah. So just like the whole lens just popped
like
off.
No, the lens popped out of the front of the attachment.
Yeah.
Like,
so it's just the lens itself. It wasn't the attachment.
No, it wasn't the attachment phone. It was like the lens just looked like someone went to the back of it and popped it out.
Ooh, that's expensive.
Oh, it was. The dude was pissed. On a full moon, supposedly she rises from the grave and walks the cemetery.
I don't like that.
A lot of people have reported seeing it. Not any videos of credence.
Yeah.
Because a lot of it...
I would also imagine it's very hard to get video.
The security footage that has been shown to make it look like she's walking has what looks like a woman's shape moving through the screen, but it also could be a bug on the screen, or it could be a light anomaly and your brain just says that kind of looks like a chick.
Yeah. Or it could be, like, if it's security footage, it could just be, like, re-recorded over time, and it's just, you're just seeing...
Now, there were several extremely blurry photos that I looked at that looked like some woman in white was out in the cemetery.
Right.
But again...
It could be anything.
It could be anything. I mean, it could have been another grave, because this place has a lot of ornate graves and markers, and if you hit from the right angle, man, it's kind of like the junior high that's not but about half a mile from me that used to be the Washita Parish High School. They have a concrete lion in there, but where it's positioned, people would say it looked like somebody knelt over crying, and they started saying like somebody died there. And so like people would drive by, look down there, and like suppose if she looked at you, you would be next to die.
Yeah.
And so like people would like try to play chicken and go over there, but really it's just a concrete lion.
Yeah.
But your brain makes things of shapes.
What's the word? Not anthropomorphize. What is the word to it's something that people have been talking about with the emergence of AI, where we imprint personalities or human characteristics.
That's a little bit of anthropomorphism.
I mean, that might be the word for it. It's just like we take things and we put human attributes to it, regardless.
Right.
On it, like it could be anything, and we just happen to do it.
Now, the cemetery has been closed at night for several years due to ghost hunters trying to catch images of her and accidentally damaging the property.
Well, don't do that.
Well, nobody's going in there to intentionally do it, but think about it. If you have a team of 6 people and you're walking all over the cemetery, you're walking past graves, you're tearing up the ground.
Right, yeah.
Also, if you're not careful,
you could knock over
something. They also have closed it. And this is when they rebuilt the iron gate to it to keep out vandals.
That's fair, yeah.
And teenagers, because it's like, where can I smoke the devil's lettuce? The haunted-ass graveyard.
Plenty of teens, including when I was a kid, would go out to graveyards to hang out.
Because people leave you the fuck alone.
Yeah.
Where are you not going to run into people? Where they're all dead. If you do run into somebody out there, it's hella creepy because they were doing the same thing as you, and now
it's like, this is awkward.
We all need to leave.
It's like, we're just going to like back away. Or it could be the cops, in which case, run.
Yeah. Now, there's also another apparition that is reported within the cemetery. It is a tall, dark man-like figure that looks like a tall man in a black trench coat. It appears by the grave of Captain George Deming. It is believed to be the ghost of Captain Deming, mourning the death of his son, who died in childhood and is buried next to him. Oh. The captain died of typhoid fever, and then his very young son died within 2 weeks of him of typhoid fever. So they believe it is his ghost mourning that, it's like, hey, I died, but like, this was a kid.
Yeah. Like, it's someone that's feeling the eternal sorrow of losing.
Even though he was already dead, his son is buried next to him, and it's like, my son was just a child.
Yeah. Like he got to get to adulthood and get here.
Right.
Son did
now,
not.
A lot of the videos I watched have little bitty minor-ish things, but Morbid Melanie on her YouTube channel had a spirit box and caught several EVPs at the Weeping Woman's grave as well as at the captain's grave. The one that I was like, okay, whatever, you're kind of saying this. And then when it sounded like someone crying over the radio, you don't have a whole lot of wailing and crying over radio broadcasts. Now, let's talk about what is the Weeping Woman. The Weeping Woman is a absolutely beautiful urban legend. That is my stance on this. It is a absolutely beautiful urban legend set in a gothic, Victorian-esque cemetery. It's a good story, and the city should keep telling it.
My feeling on it, just listening to it, I kind of want to just go visit it.
I do too. There's also 4 other haunted places in this city, all within a couple blocks of the cemetery. Like, they have ghost tours of this little bitty 30,000 something people town. Because it's also very influential to the history of the state of West Virginia. The motto for the city, it's where West Virginia was born. It was almost the capital.
So what's the but here?
The city got to be the capital? My big thing is...
No, I mean, like, when it comes to the story itself, it seems like you're alluding to the fact that you're like...
I don't think this story is 100% true. I don't believe there's a ghost walking there. I don't believe the woman gets up. However, it's a absolutely wonderful urban legend, and I am not opposed to people leaving something at this grave if it makes them feel better. I mean, it's the same thing as lighting a candle in a church.
Shit, I would do it. I mean, I'm more skeptical than you, and if I get a chance to leave an offering somewhere, I'm going to do it.
I mean, like, do I believe that leaving an offering at Marie Laveau's tomb will do something? Fucking yes. Yes, I do.
It's like, yeah, actually, yeah.
I also know that if you disrespect her, you in trouble.
Yeah.
This one, I don't know so much about it. I think it's a really good story because there's like a couple of stories like, oh, she's weeping because of all those that died in the war. Fucking no, she's not. It was a weeping woman who lost her beau in the war. Fucking no, she wasn't.
She didn't
there's a lot of other stories connected to this of people like adding to it. And I didn't include those because when I find the number of links and sources that I have that tell the same story, that's the direction I'm going in because that seems more valid.
Right.
Because, I mean, we have stories about weird stuff in the city that we live in. Half of it is not true. So I just really liked this one. I think I really like it. I wish it was real. I don't think it is, but I'm with you. I'd probably leave something at the grave.
Yeah.
And also go see a really cool Gothic cemetery.
Yeah, and be freaked out by the eyes on the statue.
Yeah, I'm not making eye contact with that.
I would. Well, the thing is, it's like me and you both have the same superstition about like standing on graves.
Yeah, I also like this is a place where like it's fine to walk. I'm like,
I'm not walking on.
Motherfuckers,
a grave.
come out here with spray paint and mark where the grave is.
It's like I don't know any like. There are some people I know that follow that, and I know some people that just walk over graves. Like, and I get wigged out.
It doesn't feel right because one, it's a disrespect. Two, they're gonna grab you.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's more. I feel like it's a disrespectful thing.
That's why I said the grab you is the second one. Like, don't, don't walk on a grave. That's rude. I know they're 6 feet down. I know there's like literally close to a ton of dirt on top of them. But come on, man.
Yeah.
Sources: atlasobscura.com, roadsideamerica.com, jmplumbly.com, Cry Me a River, Weeping Woman of the Riverview Cemetery.
That's a good name.
Let's see. www.wtap.com. This is home of the Riverview Cemetery. CivilWarTalk.com. Threads, The Weeping Woman. Clutch.move.com. Ghost Stories. The PACVWV.com funds Wood County Historic Cemetery and Preservation Fund Society. Also, I went to Wikipedia for Parkersburg to get some of its stats because the city's website was a garbage. Southern Gothic Podcast, Creepy Appalachia Podcast on YouTube, and Morbid Melanie YouTube.
Well, I enjoyed this, and we now have, if we ever make enough money to travel freely,
we have a location.
We have a location because I'm one of those people that'll be like, I'll leave an offering. I'll go and visit this. And you say the town is like, kind of has a lot of these ghost story places. I mean, I'm fine with doing that. But yeah, I enjoyed this. I really enjoyed this.
I'm happy with this.
It also didn't invoke the fear of chimpanzees attacking me randomly.
Oh, God, it's been a long day on this one.
Oh, yeah. Anyway, we are Backwoods Obscura. We release every Tuesday. If you want to catch us anywhere, we are on TikTok. We're on the Facebook. We're on Blue Sky on Patreon. We're not asking for anything
Yet.
yet. If you want to leave suggestions or likes, just go to those places and interact. Say hi. Do whatever. Call us idiots. I don't care. But we are also Team Bonus Action.
Team Bonus Action is a group of friends who like to play tabletops and video games whenever we get a chance, and we are connected to the Extra Life charity. All funds will be going to the Bastion Children's Hospital in Jackson, so if you can donate between now and the end of the year, we'd greatly appreciate it to help parents not have to worry about paying either their rent or other bills or their children's medical bills for treatment.
And with that, I hope you have a good day or night or whatever time it is over there.
Almost heaven, West Virginia.